Hey everyone, Ian here at AbelCine in Burbank, and today we're checking out the Canon C400. Specifically, we're going to take a look at how it can be incorporated into a multicam shoot. So I'm going to show you all the components that you use in order to use this camera in a multicam production. Let's start by building our package from the back, and on the rear of the C400 I've mounted this bracket. That's going to allow us to attach a DB10 power distribution box. This is made by Mid49, and it's got a gold mount. It has 2 and 3 pin connectors for accessories. Also has D-tap on the top here. Also has a remote port, and it also has XLR4, so we can go directly into the camera body. I'm just gonna put it on this rail and tie it down. Now normally if we were using this for narrative or documentary, we have the advantage of using the gold mount battery. It prolongs the life of the camera. It also allows us to power up all our accessories. Today we're going to do something slightly different with this gold mount. We're going to attach something called a Silverback made by Multidyne. And what the Silverback does, it's an interface that allows us to attach a SMPTE cable to it, and we can now distribute signals to and from the camera as well as power. So let's take a look at how those components interact with the C400. And I just want to point out a couple of connections before I make them, put the cables in. So here I have a time code and a Genlock signal that's going to come out of this Silverback, and that's going to come into my camera. I'm going to show you a really nice little adapter made by Mid49 for that. There's an Ethernet port that we're going to Ethernet into the camera with right here. And then I have ports for my clean and dirty SDI. So I'm going to come out of the monitor out and the SDI out on the C400. I want to draw your attention to these 2 tiny DIN connectors on the C400, and they provide a port for timecode and Genlock. In order to bridge to the Silverback and get those signals into the camera, I'm going to use an adapter from Mid49 called an EB10. Now on the back of the EB10, on one end you've got pins for the DIN connector, and it's anodized on the other side. Tells you your Genlock and your timecode terminals. The other side of the cable is a standard, let me bring it into frame here so you can see it, standard BNC connectors with a 1/4-20 in the center to tie down onto the camera. I just want to point out a couple of the connections on the C400 that allow it to be part of a multicam build, and just grab my pencil here and show you. So we have a Ethernet terminal here. I'm going to show you how that plays into our build. And then we have these cables here. This is a BNC on this side, and over here on the Silverback it's an HD BNC, or kind of a mini BNC connector. And that's allowing us to take the monitor out and the SDI out and put it into the Silverback. And we also have our outputs here of Genlock and timecode, which are being fed into our EB10, and the EB10 is plugging to the DIN connectors here on the C400. The native mount of the Canon C400 is an RF mount, and that allows us to use the range of Canon RF lenses, many of which include autofocus. Here we've added an RF to PL adapter, and now the world inventory of PL mount lenses is available. Additionally, there is a 12-pin Hirose connector built into the front of the camera. This allows any type of servo lens that requires a 12-pin Hirose connection to be plugged directly into the front of the C400 for operation. So I've built a makeshift video village here to show you some of the features of the C400 and using it in a multicam situation. So on my laptop here, I have the I've called up the IP address of the camera, which I preset before we started filming here, and now I have a GUI for that camera up here on my browser. I'm going to turn around. I'm going to show you a close-up of this so you can see what I'm seeing. So with this, you can go in here and I can change different parameters of the camera. So for example, if I want to change it to a 180 shutter, I can do that. You can see the difference in the exposure already. I could change my base ISO. I could put ND filters in here, different types of settings. The idea here is that I can control those parameters remotely and not have to be physically at the camera. The other feature I have up here is my monitor, and that's showing those 2 different signals that I sent into the Silverback. So that was the clean and the dirty. And again, I have a cutaway that I'll show you of this, but I have my dirty signal and I have my clean. So now I can route both of those signals to anyone that needs to see them in the production. That wraps up our look at using a Canon C400 in a multicam production. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.